shit. Yo, what's up? We're reacting to this. I hit record button a little late, but you ain't missed shit. All they did was introduce themselves so far. This first question is basically just Jubilee, who does like these fucking little something verse something. And it's basically Bloods versus Crips, and they talking about some if they can coexist. And then apparently they had two squares like organize it, and I mean it seems like a couple of them like really be with the shit, but you never fucking know. So I don't know. We'll see. Let's see how it goes. It's like 3 Crips, 3 Bloods, or some shit like that. Well, but there's 7, so I think it's like 3 Bloods, 4 Crips, or some shit. I don't even know if the dude with the blue collar shirt, I don't know what he fucking identify as, and who the fuck knows. But I feel like I could whoop his ass.
The media portrays them.
Shit, we all come.
That's number one.
It's everybody, big dog.
Man.
Yeah, let's talk about this stuff. A lot of people, like, in gangs, you know, we grew up together as, like, brothers. I can go spend a night at my homie's house, you feel like mama feed me, you feel what I'm saying? And together, we done came up with ways that we could feed the children. We done did backpack giveaways. We done did all type of shit, but the media, they always put out the negative about us, but they never, like, put out the positive shit that we done did.
I feel like the media got like an old school perception on what gangbanging is or what gangbanging is about, and modern day gangbanging has evolved from what it's been back then. So now it's okay for...
Oh shit.
I come from a rough background.
Need a recipe for your company's growth? Customer first data is your key ingredient. Own your data, own your growth with Klaviyo.
Bloods and Crips to go to school together, to where back in the days you couldn't find a Crip at Centennial, you probably couldn't find a Blood at Crenshaw, like, you know what I'm saying? So nowadays we can coexist.
They don't never really show the unity of it all. Like they always show the separation, the segregation. They don't really fathom the strength and the power we got inside our community. And I really don't think they really care about that. They put us in this one statistic box. That's how I feel. You know, and they leave us right there. That's where they want us. But it's really up to us to say, okay, at least the next generation is gonna come with something. They're gonna come with positivity. We living, but we really not surviving. We too in competition with each other.
Everybody hard now, though, you know? So I see everything on social media and everything. I'm really locked in with all. I mean, I posted something positive about me giving backpacks away and stuff at the park and all that with the homies and stuff. It got like, what, 1,000 views, 2,000 views. I get like 5,000 views when I'm posting something crazy, though. You get me? When you doing positive, you cloud chasing. When you doing negative, it's all good, because that's what we used to. That's the bread and butter, I guess. That's what we already do.
So what's happening right now is you about to leave a legacy, right? But it's not gonna be a financial legacy. See, if there was something you was doing positive and all them 5,000 views you got, they gonna dwindle down to about 200-300 if you was empowering the community and shedding light and, like you saying, waking people up, then all that's gonna go away. But as long as you got the negative influence, well, you gonna leave that legacy, but ain't nobody gonna be able to eat afterwards.
Someone I love died from gang violence.
Oh, man. That's crazy, man. We ain't even got to get up, man. Just ask a question before we sit down.
The first time I ever seen somebody close to me pass away, I was young. My older cousin, right in front of my mama's house.
I mean, I guess everybody knows somebody that died from gang violence, but it's really, at the end of the day, what necessarily is gang violence? You know what I'm saying? It's like, what is a gang? You know what I'm saying? Group of friends pretty much is a gang. But people don't want to call it a gang unless you're doing illegal shit. But when you think about it, motherfucking the cops is a gang. The government, that's a fucking gang. Motherfucking, shit. Anybody dies in a fucking gunfight, da 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 da. All that shit, gang violence, doesn't really matter how. Fucking any fight you can chalk up to gang violence these days, honestly.
Another black man.
Oh,
Just
no,
typical
the fuck was
statistic
my
gang
point with
banging.
that fucking
And it's like
comment, actually, now that I think
visualizing
about
that as a young boy is like that's probably one of the reasons why I am who I am today.
It's traumatizing.
Like it's traumatizing and it instantly adapts you to your community, to your environment, to where you at. Because it's like if you don't get down like this, you gonna get down like this.
I was 19 years old, man, and I had seen a lot of people get shot. But I was sitting there talking to this dude. It was actually Kid, Kevin Sykes from 60s. We sitting there talking for about an hour. I'm waiting to go skating. And as soon as he crossed the street, the van pulled up. They had been waiting the whole time. And they gunned him. And that's really fucked me up, man, to see that. They could have easily just came up and gunned us both. It wasn't about Crip or blood. It was just about that anger and rage, like, man, want to hurt somebody. And, man, it left something, a void in me that was, like, spiritual. Like, man, what is God doing? But also that rage was like, man, I want to hurt somebody. And I took it with me from the age of 19, and I just felt suicidal. Like, I signed up every day to go out and be dead. I didn't care. I'm going to hurt somebody, they going to hurt me.
To this day, I still think,
I just don't believe it. I don't believe none of it with the old dude. I mean, I believe the dude. We saw the dude get shot. I mean, sure, fuck a while lie about that. But as far as him putting in any work, I just don't believe it.
Guaranteed that I'm gonna die from street violence.
Are you okay with that though?
Well,
have you accepted that as a man?
Yes, I accept it because it's like all the negativity I done dished out.
See, I want to say something because this is what's causing me to change, because I made that same pact, that same vow for my gang that I'm gonna die for my gang. I'll do life for this shit.
Yeah.
But recent shit has showed me that nah, I got another purpose. I could do something else. I don't have to die to gang banging.
Let me ask you something real quick though. You got a child, a baby, a girl.
I got 4 beautiful blessings.
You got 4 beautiful blessings. So here's the thing: would you die for them?
Of course.
But that's not what they want.
No,
They need you to live for them,
Yeah.
and you ready to go out every day and die for them. And them the same people need you to be alive.
Damn, man. I done lost so many homies. I done lost some Crip homies. I done lost some blood homies. I'm over with this gangbanging shit. If something happened to y'all, y'all will see that I'm so serious about this shit, that I'm on a whole nother note, homie.
Respect.
You feel me? And I don't want to lose y'all. If motherfuckers don't wake up unless we save each other so it don't have to be no more losses, we gonna lose. Straight up.
I think peace between rival gangs is possible today.
I do. I really do.
That's just stupid to think, because the whole basis of it comes from disrespect, and it rivals for a reason, man, because there's a level of respect, and that line's been crossed. There's a line of respect, and that line's been crossed. So why the fuck would they exist peace? Why would the fuck would they be peaceful and cordial with somebody who's crossed that line of disrespect? You know what I'm saying? That's like saying, oh yeah, a motherfucker shot my fucking youngin', and then, oh, it's in the past, and oh, like, what good is violence gonna do? Rah 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 rah. Make peace? No. The fuck? No. If I see him, it's up. That's simple.
It's gonna be hard.
Look at the peacemakers move, though.
Right. I've actually did it. That's why I feel like it could be peace, because I've actually sat in a circle and had a conversation with.
Oh, okay. And so the only ones who think it can be and have the conversation, the other ones don't even get in on the conversation because they feel like there's no point. That makes
Straight
sense.
up.
I think peace between rival gangs is possible today.
I do. I really do.
Okay, so this soft ass dude who talks about he's an activist that was rolling 60s, and then the 2 dudes who are like the fucking organizers.
It's gonna be
fat
hard.
bald dude.
Peacemakers move, though.
Right.
Dude.
I've actually did it.
The one dude probably don't even fucking believe it. The dude on the fucking left, but he fucking went in late because he felt like nobody else was sitting down. He's like, you know what, damn, I'll give him somebody to talk to.
That's why I feel like it could be peace, because I've actually sat in a circle and had a conversation with my enemies, and we cleared the air and killed our little difference. Now, it's not peace between all my.
And why is this dude smiling about it?
Because I've actually sat in a circle and had a conversation with my enemies, and we.
What are you so happy about? Dude said my enemies. Became enemies for a reason, you know what I'm saying? They did something. Bruh. Cause and effect, that's all I'm saying. Can't let shit slide, man. That's how you get fucking ran over. You know what I'm saying? Stupid, bro. There's reasons people get into it. You know what I'm saying? Just, oh, violence isn't good, so okay, you fucking violated me and my peoples, but violence isn't good, so let's cut it now. No, I need to get my lick back. And then once I get my lick back, you're going to feel like you need to get your lick back. And it's just a never-ending process.
Cleared the air and killed our little difference. Now, it's not peace between all my enemies, but it's peace with the main enemies with us. And we're not even going to call it peace. We will call it an understanding, because that's what it was. The understanding was y'all stay on y'all side, we stay on our side. Don't disrespect that line, and we good. And keep all that internet goofy shit, dissing. Y'all keep that shit out of the circle.
That's not... Dude saying, oh, it's peace, like, y'all stay on y'all side. Bro, that's the whole fucking point. What are you talking about? Like, dude's talking about, oh, well, it'll be peace if you just stop doing shit, da-da-da-da-da-da. But it's like... That was the whole point. That's the whole reason why it's beef in the first place. They're just gonna be like, oh, okay, we'll just stop because you told me to. Fuck, who are you? Fuck. It's so stupid.
And we good. And it's been working.
He was saying it like, he was making it seem like, oh yeah, nah, y'all do what y'all do, we do what we do. But just ignore it. And now he's not saying he's going to ignore it. He's saying, just don't let me hear you saying shit. It's like, bro, you can't talk to nobody like that. These are grown fucking men that already don't like you. Motherfucker, it's up. It's dumb.
So far, we had little bumps and bruises, but it's been working.
This question was complex to me, because I'm thinking, like, are we talking about individually or gang-wise? Are we talking about in today's world, or like, are we working towards the future to get better? Because I believe that in the future, sooner or later, we are going to be able to function. Right now, with things that's been going on in the politics, it's hard to see it with the 8 trays and the 6 O's. That was an eye-opener for LA, because it was like, if that's what modern day gangbanging is working towards right now, it just takes time.
People nowadays, like, it's a revenge cycle. It's people that'll kill you that don't gangbang. They family or friend or somebody
you shot my brother.
You feel me? So it's like sometimes the peace don't even be like on us, because we're not bigger. Nobody bigger than the court, you know? So it's like, all right, how is that one person right there just gonna say it's peace today, and then everything else is just peaches and cream?
I look at it like, peace today is out just for the simple cause of the matter. Like, it hasn't been a long period of time without a death or without a retaliation or without another man, woman from a rival gang getting murdered. Show that you don't want to come to my hood and bust on me or knock me down. Let me show you the same thing. And then once we get that understood, then you can go about your life. I'm gonna go by my business. But it's a thing called leaders and followers. It's some leaders that's gonna be speaking peace. You're gonna have some leaders like, no, they done did too much. It's this history, this is what it is. So it's like, as much as you want peace, I just live life for my individual peace.
Joining a gang is a choice.
No, that ain't no choice.
I mean, yeah, I'm gonna step up to that.
I believe that at the very bottom of joining a gang is ultimately.
I just noticed that.
Yeah, so it's like, as much as you want peace, I just live life for my individual peace.
Why does this dude got his hands on dude's shoulders as if this is some damn fucking prayer worship circle? Like, get your fucking hands off. Do you even know this fool? You can talk about shit, but motherfucker, you ain't gotta touch me. The fuck?
Joining a gang is a choice.
It definitely is. I mean, you could say like it's you could say the way you could say no is you could be like it's inevitable. You really like you could say I had no choice because it was like either that or fucking die or that or fucking just get fucking beat up or some shit, blah blah blah. But at the end of the day, it's still a choice because you could do something else. Even if you die for not doing it, it's still a choice because you could choose to die. So no matter what, it's a choice.
No, that ain't no choice.
I mean,
No.
yeah, I'm gonna step up to that.
I believe that at the very bottom of
The little two fucking organizers didn't even step up. Like, what the fuck?
joining the gang is ultimately a choice. The power of influence is crazy, and it will blind you to make you think that it's not. A lot of people is family orientated, are born into it, but at the end of the day, I have the choice to say, yes, this is what I want to do. No, this ain't what I want to do, no matter what age I am or not.
I feel like it's for sure a choice. It's not like how it used to be where, like you said, you feel me, you got some type of ties to this game. Nowadays, it's like, oh, that little nigga look turned. Hey, you hang with a nigga for a cool amount of time, build a relationship with him. If you really a nigga and you feel me, you really got stripes and rep like you do from your era, you could easily take him over there and make it happen. It's a choice to certain people. Certain people just gotta go with the flow.
It's not so much of a choice. It's like a way of life where I come from in my family because we always gang banging. Like I grew up to seeing blue rags. I grew up to seeing my brothers gonna fight their enemies at parks. I grew up to seeing dope sacks. I grew up to my daddy whipping dope in kitchens and all that. So it's like, that's not a choice. It's just, you adapt to it. You adapt because
I didn't
that's
choose
what it
this
is.
shit. This shit chose me. I signed up and they accepted. You feel me? This shit like the military. Let's not play.
I mean, you know, my daddy from Compton.
It's like the military. What you mean? That's a fucking choice. Huh?
You know, from a kid, this nigga had me in this red Cadillac, slapping through Compton, rolling up weed and dope. My mama side of the family, my cousin from Palmer Block Crip. Then I got other cousins from neighborhood Pyru down the street. And then I moved to the 60s at 8 years old. Then my older cousins, they start gang banging, you feel me? So it was just a way of life for me. This is what my family was about. It wasn't no choice.
Luckily, I had big homies to where they didn't want me to gang bang. You feel what I'm saying? They always told me play football.
I had homies that didn't want me to gang bang either. You feel me? They was like, AD, go play basketball, go play football. I even had a nigga that, Peanut, he used to come to me and say, stop gang banging. And I used to think this nigga thought I was soft, y'all. But the whole time, my nigga was being a real man and didn't want me to do this shit. You feel me?
I want to be Bruce Lee, man. Bruce Lee, I want to come home and kick everybody, man. But the Crips was at the movie theater. So we had to fight the Crips, and I'm 9 years old, and I'm like, man, I want to go to the movies. So it wasn't a choice. It was like, man, at the age of 13, I'm like, you know what, I'm going to stop being a victim. I'm going to fight back.
I'm more afraid of the police than I am of a rival gang.
Hell yeah.
Oh, shit, man, that ain't no...
Can I start? Can I please?
Hey,
I'm starting
I'll
this one.
probably be-
I fear the police.
My thing is, saying you fear the police is sort of like, I don't know, but people could say, oh, you bitched, especially I'm starting for it, so. People can say, oh, you bitched for if you fear the police, because you really shouldn't fear them. Like, fearing them means like you scared of them, like they above you or something. They're not, like. I mean, yeah, they could gun you down, but so could your rival gang. Like, I mean, I don't know. Fear none but God, you know?
Police because they the biggest gang in America.
Point blank. I think you just spoke
So
for all of us.
they basically got all right to knock us down with no justice after that.
Yeah.
And on the side of them cop cars, it says to protect and serve. Yeah. But they ain't doing none of that. They taking us. So it's like, of course I'm gonna fear you because you the one that's supposed to protect us. So I'm looking at you in the sense of, okay, you supposed to be safety, but no, you really coming at me with your gun out. Right. You feel me? But I'm looking at this man. I know how he coming. Right. It's not a facade how you gonna come. So I'm prepared for how you gonna come. You feel me? So when a cop come at you, why off top? If I'm supposed to be protected and served, why I gotta put my hands up all the time? Yeah.
Just keep it simple, man. I'm afraid of the police because, let's say for instance, my enemy shoot me and I survive. I can go revenge and honor that. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. The police shoot me, I survive. What the fuck can I do? And he can smoke me and can get away with it. My homies ain't go rally up and go smoke them niggas. You know where to go? They done sent him to Santa Barbara somewhere. You feel what I'm saying? He had a whole other department.
Still got his position.
That's it.
I want my kids to be in a gang.
No.
No.
Not at all.
Not at all.
What did you say?
Position.
That's it.
I want my kids to be in a gang.
No.
No.
Not at all.
Not at all.
I mean, if you really banging like that, then, and especially if you agree with that it's a choice, then you chose it because you saw the benefits that it had to it. So why wouldn't you want those benefits for your kid? I don't know, but
I don't even gotta speak on this.
The reason why I wouldn't want my sons or my daughter to be in a gang is because of the way the perception that society has on a gang. It's not about the way the community views a gang, because all that is an address. But if my child is from a gang, then I don't fear the communities around it. I fear the police. I fear that if my son break in a house, well, he should go to jail for a year or two. But if he in a gang, he gonna get a 12-year enhancement.
I don't want my daughter to be in the gang because reality
okay,
is
those
only
were some
two
good points.
roads to this shit, either death or jail. It's only few that slip through the cracks.
And it's like, I don't want my kids to gang bang because I know how gang banging limits you.
Definitely.
You know, it keeps you stagnated. You know, you can't go out there and be adventurous and see the world. And like for my son, my son, he can grow up and love a woman. Right. And her brothers could be from a gang that now you can't even love who you really want to love because, you know, just don't limit yourself. I don't want my kids to limit themselves. You feel me?
This generation of gangbanging is a gift and a curse because it's kind of beautiful because we come from a generation that we figuring it out, we breaking it out. We got a lot of black entrepreneurs, we got sports players, we got rappers, we got people that got their own clothing lines, and this is all people that came from a gang. So it's like we not all bad just because we came from a gang. But as far as my kids getting involved with that, you don't have to gangbang to do all this stuff because you could go way further doing it if without those gang ties. But also, gang culture influences Tupac got influenced by gang cultures and cost him his life. So it's like, it's like gang culture influences everybody. But for my kids, my nieces, my nephews, and everybody under me, I do not want that for them because it took so much of my life.
Me personally, I don't have any kids, but this topic right here, I got a little twist to it. It's the definition of the word because see, us being black, the definition of a gang is, oh, they hoodlums, they thugs. But if you from a white gang, oh, that's a collective community. They just some regular people that do the same thing at the same time every day. So you know what? I just might want my kids to be in a gang, a damn good one. But like our LAPD or our sheriff, some shit for us, you feel me? So yeah, I want my kid to be in a gang, a positive one though.
Don't do this video. Real members aren't going to show up.
Certified.
Like, I already know everybody want to talk they shit.
Certified.
I feel like that comment is probably very kind of like valid in a sense because everybody would question that, like, what type of gang members would want to speak openly about gangs on TV. But that's what separates the leaders from the followers of that gang. So it's all a mindset, y'all. It's really a mindset. I'm talking about getting over beefing with.
But I mean, these dudes have pretty much already made it clear though that they ain't out doing no drugs or banging like that. So if you ain't really getting no action, then the person kind of has a point. That ain't no real members. Because what does it matter if? What does somebody's opinion matter if they ain't in the shits no more? You know what I'm saying? Dude's talking about he's an activist. Dude's talking about he fucking works with the fucking human resources or some shit. The fat bald dude. It's like, how the fuck would you know if they can coexist peacefully? Get a fucking blood who just caught a fucking body, and a Crip whose cousin just got smoked or something. Ask them if they can coexist peacefully. You know what I'm saying? Fucking asking fucking veterans and shit. Like, come on now. It's you're asking some people who used to be in the shit. It's like, you can't even do that because you're asking, can rival gangs coexist peacefully now? These dudes aren't even gang members right now. So, and times change. So they have no way of being in tune to know if rival gangs can coexist peacefully because they're not out there. So if you want to know can rival gangs coexist peacefully today, you have to ask people that's in gangs today. So
with your enemies and everything, it starts with your mindset first, and hopefully I can shine enough light to everybody see everybody else see what I'm doing, and be like, all right, he came from that. He did this and he doing this, and now look at him. He's still back in his hood, which I really commend Nipsey for everything he did, because he showed us that at the end of the day, Nipsey Hussle got so big and he died from gangbanging politics. He died being a 60 Crip that the world couldn't even believe it, so they said it was a conspiracy. But at the heart of it, he lived his life as a real gangbanger and did what he was supposed to do. And when he died for standing up for what's right, that every gangbanger should have felt the same way. And it showed behind the love that he got. And I feel like as a gangbanger, that's how you would want your legacy to be when you die. It's like, I'm bigger than gangbanging.
For the people that judge this game banging and all that, it's like this. Like, I'm you and you me. I could easily live your life if God placed me right there. You feel me? I'm living my best life that I was given. Yeah. I wasn't given a golden spoon. I wasn't given a silver spoon. I got this little styrofoam plate and this plastic spoon, and I'm gonna build and I'm gonna go with it. So before you get judgmental and say, they gang banging and they doing it, come see. And it's all about what you make it.
I never thought that I would be sitting here with y'all. I never thought I'd be sitting with no Bloods. I never thought I'd be sitting with no Compton Crips. I never thought I'd be sitting with no other gang but 60s. And I didn't want to sit with no other gang when I was a youngster. I didn't want to do nothing but go hurt people. I didn't want to do nothing but gang bang and make the hood proud. But now, that's out the question. My fight is for these people, for them. My fight is for every LA gang. That's my fight. I'm from every LA gang now. So if anybody got a problem with that, or got a problem with them pushing this piece, we gonna holler.
We got it out the mud. We ain't had no loan like Donald Trump, no $1 million loan. Yeah. We got it out the mud. All that. Yeah. All that. Need a flick.
What was the fat dude throwing up? A fist? Because you can't tell with his other hand. Dude, I think he just wrapped it around. Dude on the right, Pyru. With the like pop smoke braids and shit. Another dude 60. the top dude, I don't even know what set that was. STCC, whatever that is. And then that dude's a blood, be something over there on the far left. And then, well, I guess, like I said, man, I don't think the vid really too valid, just because it's like you asking people for an opinion that their only knowledge is of past experiences, and it's not even like, yeah, it's like past experiences. I know a young dude with the Pop Smoke braids, whatever, he doesn't seem too old, so he might sort of have some recent experience, but other than that, like, it seems like they all, like, you know, is retired for, in a sense. So, you know what I'm saying? If you're asking, can rival gangs coexist peacefully today, you gotta ask people that's in gangs today, doing drills, in the shit, and then find out. And then you'll see the answer is no.